Welcome to the Yummy and Fearless podcast with the SideChicks, where we offer our side of the issues. Thank you so much for listening. Please follow us at Yummy Fearless on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and even Pinterest, where you'll find additional content from today's show. You can also listen to us on Apple iTunes, YouTube, Stitcher, and Spotify. Please rate, like, review, subscribe, and share. And if no one else has told you today, we love you. Now let's get into the show.
Begin Podfix Network transmission in 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
Maybe sometimes I'll do it. Maybe sometimes I'll pay.
You know, I used to be a sometimes I'll pay person.
Not anymore?
You know who I am now?
Who are you now?
Sometimes I will never fucking pay. Ever.
Even with the young ones? Even with the young ones?
I will never. And it's really crazy because had we had this discussion even as recently as a few years ago, I would have been like, yeah, you know, but no.
So what changed? Even for the young bucks?
Hell no.
Even for the Thundercats? You need them to pay.
Listen, Thundercat, if you want to be out here fishing in the big pond, then you need to be ready. Otherwise, don't go chasing waterfalls. Stick to the rivers and the lakes that you used to. Yeah, I don't know. Now that I no compromise. If you young and you want to holler at me, I expect you to financially come through with these dates.
Right on.
The same standard.
With the dates, yes.
You want a date, you want the same thing that a dude my age won't, right? You coming with a coupon or something? No. Then you need to go through the same process.
Yes.
Man, because that's what you gonna spend your time debating me, telling me you that dude. Real man. So
agreed.
I'm gonna treat you as such. So no, I expect real man shit from you.
If they got game enough to get me up in threesome, then damn it.
God bless them.
God bless them.
Bless them. So would you help a young dude out financially? Would you give him a little change?
I don't think so.
Come on.
I don't think so. Now that's one thing. That's where I draw the line. Damn it. I don't think because I got kids. I got. If I want to, no, I don't need another. What do you call it? Another liability. Somebody on my tax. Yeah. No.
I always say I got a dude to give money to. Yes. If it's somebody I already, that dude that stay with me sometimes, I got a man to give money to. That's a hard no for me.
Hard no. But then on the other hand, but you see all these sugar daddies who got kids.
That's true.
A lot of them got kids.
That's
and they want to help a sister out. Like, let me break you off. They
will prioritize you over that.
So what's up with that? I mean, should we take on that same, persona as if we're gonna be the elder person in the relationship?
Hell no.
Yeah, I can't do it. Nah.
This don't even have nothing really to do with age. This
right.
is a core value. Hell yeah. Thank you. Like I don't give men's money.
That's a no for me, dog.
No
for me.
I'm not about to start that.
No. I would like if somebody becomes audacious, if a young man, a young little Thundercat decides that he is audacious enough to even act like he want to form his child. I may give him the money once. I may loan you a few dollars once. But thank you. That's it. That's your
child. I am paying you to leave.
If I do it,
I am paying you to go on about your business. Don't ever. Yeah, it's just gross to me. I don't. Ugh.
Yes, it's like it's like buckets of cold water. And gentlemen out there, if you're listening, just know that once you go there with the woman, I don't care how old she is,
Right.
that's buckets of cold water.
It's nasty. It's just nasty. And especially when you are a parent, because that's what it triggers in me.
Yes.
So,
like, oh wow.
Right. I seeing you in that way. It's like, oh no, don't ever. Don't ever. So
no.
So I only have one final question.
Okay.
On the Thundercat thing. So and it's about the potential insecurities with banging young Thundercats, because you could have like gray pubic hair,
right. Like Stella. I keep thinking about what Stella got to do with that.
Right. Vaginal dryness.
Oh,
stiff,
shit! Really?
Stiff joints, right? I heard. I mean, like
a little bit of extra. What do you call it? Jiggle in the belly,
right? The handles are handling or whatever. So
the what do you call them? What do you call those lines on your butt? What do you call them?
Lines on your butt?
Yeah, the stretch marks.
Oh yeah,
stretch marks.
Yeah.
Maybe that's just me.
Sorry. No,
maybe I'm the only one.
You're like the lines on your butt. Like, what is that?
You were like what?
Like, who is that? Like, I don't know who that is.
Now that is a real thing. The insecurity.
That is a real thing. That is
because we are still people. It's like, dang, you young, you could be with somebody, especially if it's an attractive younger male.
Right.
Like, you could be with anybody. Younger, better. Me, but better. Because they're younger. Without all the
who
baggage.
hasn't had a child blow out their whole skin system,
right?
I mean, the C-section scars and
but see, that's the risk that you take. I think that's just a risk that you just gotta deal with if you're gonna deal with the young man.
It is. And listen, your joints are not what they used to be, and that's the truth.
So ain't gonna be no bending around here.
You listen, them little performances you used to do in your 20s on your knees for 40
ain't gonna be
minutes.
No twirling. Twirling and twiddling.
My one friend, she was telling me, so she got this young dude that she been messing with for a long time that she finally stopped referring to as her young punk. But right, I'm like, you have got to stop calling that. So she's like, he's all fit. They're having sex and she's on top. And he told her, you probably need to stop because you wheezing like a motherfucker.
That's embarrassing. No.
But she trying to hang.
No.
And he literally was like, you should stop because you wheezing like a motherfucker.
I'd rather you tell me I have stretch marks.
Right. Just talk about them lines on my butt.
Don't tell me I'm wheezing.
Don't call me Wheezy Jefferson.
And say we gotta stop. Lord.
You probably should stop. I said, okay, I quit.
I
quit. I'm done.
Okay. And the moral of the story is
be careful with these Thundercats. Be careful.
Oh.
But I would guess that a guy with a smaller penis would argue against that. Wouldn't you think? It's a fella with a smaller, piece of equipment.
Well, I guess there will have to be a confluence of events, right? So you would have to get the right male with a smaller penis with the right female with a large structure and
Yeah.
the perfect storm, I think.
Yeah. So here's a quote I read though, some guy commenting about that. He said, yes, some women it's like a velvet glove which fits perfectly. Other women, it feels like throwing a hot dog down a hallway.
That son of a bitch.
Right.
He's just being rude now. He's just being rude. Throwing a hot dog down
a hallway. He's out to humiliate someone.
He
clearly,
is.
But so another debate I had today with someone, because I'm always pushing the envelope of culture and I love to challenge men in their, their
Hell
little,
yeah. Hell yeah.
all their little ideals of what a threesome is.
Oh, okay. What's the debate about that? It's 3, right?
It's 3. A threesome, and for the record, the definition of a threesome is a sexual encounter involving 3 people. But the kind gentleman that I was having the debate with today says that a threesome only applies, that definition only refers to 2 women and 1 man.
No.
That if it is 2 men and 1 woman, that is a train. That if it is, so I said, what about 3 men? Then that's gay sex. What if it's 3 women? Then that's lesbian sex.
Okay.
I said, you are sexist.
That is very sexist.
Self-serving. A threesome is 3 people having sex.
Period. Point blank. Wait, I take issue with the whole it's a train.
I do too.
That has all kinds of connotations, negative and really icky connotations.
Yes.
Do you agree?
I absolutely agree. And so I told him, I said, I am willing to offer a man a threesome, but I would like to bring another man and I want him to blow your back out. I want him to bust your asshole wide open. Because men are always around here talking about these threesomes, and I would like to give you one. But I want your asshole bust straight the fuck open.
I'm going to give you what you pay for, man.
I'm going to give you, that ain't no threesome. Yes, it is. That's 3 people.
You asked for it.
You asked for it. I'm going to bring the type of man who will come in there and blow your butthole wide open. That ain't no threesome. That's 3 people having sex. That ain't it. That is it. But y'all walk around here always talking about threesomes constantly.
That is so sexist.
I want to give you a fucking threesome. I'm so sick of them. And the damn threesomes request.
And I don't even get it. I don't even get why it is. Why
don't either.
Does that appeal to you guys?
They don't either. Most of them can't successfully pull off a twosome. And have the fucking audacity to be walking around here talking about they need a threesome.
Because they want the performance. That's what it is. They want the performance.
They want the performance.
They don't want to perform. They want the performance.
They want the performance. But one more time, you're mixing in fee-based transactional behavior with free shit. That ain't how it works.
Not in real life. I don't know. I don't know. What do we? I heard that they're a lot more common though.
That's because people don't think. People are not thinking and they're not challenged. Think about it. Men ain't got no better in bed than they used to be. And you letting this motherfucker bring another woman in there? He barely can handle you.
Like, can you before we promote you to
another woman? How you gonna do that?
Like you gotta pass a kindergarten before we get you to the PhD. Come on.
It is funny you should say that, because what I told my friend when we were debating this, I said, you sound like the highest grade you completed was a 2nd grade. That makes no sense. None of this makes no sense. And so you're trying to tell me that everybody, I'm sorry, boys and girls, but most men are not phenomenal in bed. Most men are not phenomenal in bed.
It's not their fault. It's not their fault.
I don't even know whose fault it is, but I know it's true. I know it's true that most men, if you gave them $200, I'd be like, go ahead and make her get an internal orgasm. They'd be like, I wouldn't know where to start. And so now they're pushing this whole narrative. They need 2 women constantly.
That's shameful, guys. That's shameful.
Get out of here. Which is exactly why I'm like, you need a threesome. I'm gonna find you one. I'm gonna find you that dude, and I want him to blow your asshole wide open. That'll learn you. So over it. So fucking over it. I'm so the nerve. The nerve. And women going for this shit.
Stop it, ladies. Please.
I would be like, you know what? When I give you a gold star, I would get a chart. You know them charts they have in kindergarten for the kids when they successfully take care of different tasks. When you complete different tasks, I will put stars up here. And when you complete all of them, we'll consider it.
That's right. When you get to you got to get at least, how many gold stars do they have?
Shit, 10. At least 10.
10 gold stars, and then you can move to the next level.
And then we'll discuss it. But just by the fact that you were born with some testicles ain't enough.
Maybe you have to put it in gaming terms. Like you get past this level, go to the next level type of thing. They don't understand.
Well, normally one of my tools that I use for getting through to men with topics, but because of this topic matter, I didn't do it, is I compare everything to like an erect or a soft penis. And normally, no matter what I'm trying to explain, they'll get it.
They get that part.
They'll be like, oh, I'd be like, yeah, kind of like when you're trying to get hard, and then like something, like you think of something and then it goes down. That's what it's like. They'd be like, oh, I'd be like, I know.
See,
I know.
They get it. They get it finally.
Get it. You get it. I know. But I was like, I'm gonna do it this time.
I don't understand I don't understand why y'all are into that type of. I agree with Yums here. You have a lot of nerve, man.
They don't know.
Got a lot of nerve. There you have it.
I ain't even gonna charge you for that information. What do you want to call it? Dick, peen, penis, member.
Let's see how many euphemisms we can come up for.
Sledgehammer, lollipop,
Johnson,
jackhammer,
ramrod.
Ramrod. Now that's special.
What else can we come up with? Let's see.
Socket tours.
Junk.
Gosh, seems like there should be more.
There should be more.
There should be more, but you get the idea.
If you have more, let us know.
But we want to talk about peen because we spent an episode talking about vagina, and
it's only fair.
It's only fair, and we didn't feel like we needed a guest for this.
Yeah, I think we can handle this part.
We can handle this. Now, do you remember? So audience, we've never shared this, but Dark Phoenix and I, at one point, we were roommates in college.
Yep, true.
And I don't know if
watch out there now.
Right. Gotcha. I don't know if you remember this or not, because I didn't remember until I started thinking about this topic. But in college, and I did no other type of drawing, but I was working on a painting of a penis. Do you remember that? Why? I don't know.
I remember that. Now that you mentioned it, yes. What the hell?
Why? And I stored that motherfucker somewhere in the kitchen. And occasionally somebody come over, I'd be like, oh, check this out. I'm working on this. I never finished or nothing, but I had like drawn the outline with balls and it was like big as fuck. It was remember?
So clearly this is not a new concept for you to think about.
This is something that's been near and dear to me clearly for a very long time, because
work of art.
I was the only art piece I ever worked on in my entire life. Didn't finish, but I was like, what should I draw? It was like a dick. Of course.
Inspired. Maybe you felt inspired. There's so many reasons.
Shit, man. Apparently, cause
that is hilarious.
And I will pull that bitch out. Remember? I will pull that motherfucker out. Like, look.
The only piece of art you ever did.
It's the only.
You're like, I would love to have been a fly on the wall in your brain. Like, what? I know what I'm gonna do. I know what I'm gonna do.
And why didn't I have a certain amount of shame? I'd like, why would I be pulling out?
Because why?
And it was on a canvas. I don't even know where I got the fucking canvas from. Like, I was not an art major or nothing. I just had this big ass piece of canvas, and I had sketched a huge dick and balls.
I think it's, it was necessary.
I couldn't even. I don't
like, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna I've never drawn anything before, but
not flowers, not like abstract.
No fruit.
Not fruit. No fruit. That's where you're supposed to start.
Eggplant. It was an eggplant. We didn't even have emojis back then. You did the first emoji, first eggplant.
That was the first. I knew what was coming. I knew what was coming.
The yes. See? Hell to the yes.
Oh, we are ahead of the curve. Speaking of curve, do you like a curve with your eggplant?
I think it's a nice bonus. It's a bonus.
Kind of like a whipped cream on your Sunday type of thing?
Yeah, like a whipped cream on the hell to the yeah, like a cherry. Like what the fuck?
Like, wow.
That was a nice treat.
Didn't know that was there.
You didn't tell me that was gonna be. Yeah. Okay. You can hide that. Okay.
Thank you. Wonderful.
Curve, yeah. What about you?
Well, it depends how intense the curve is. Because if it's a sharp turn, sir. Sir, your mama and them should talk to the doctor.
Right. How many did you get that checked out?
Because this is broken.
Sharp turn.
This isn't a curve. This is a sharp turn. Don't take a left in my vagina again.
People are falling off the corner there. It's just like not.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
Like, God, a little more to the right. Like maybe to the right. You keep going.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
But if it's the right kind of curve, chef's kiss.
Chef's kiss all damn day.
It's like, I don't know. The gods blessed you, baby. That's a beautiful thing.
Yes.
That's a beautiful thing. Is why I'm saying that you don't have to have a massive penis, to be successful out in these streets.
Right.
Because what you definitely have is a mouth.
Amen.
All right. So
hallelujah.
Be a GOP.
Be a GOP.
Stop fucking playing around.
Yes. Do what these studs do. I'm telling you.
Right.
They do it somehow. They doing somehow.
They doing something. So shit.
I don't know this from personal experience. But
I don't either.
I'm just saying if they're pulling straight chicks, something.
They doing something. They doing something. So we just have like a few other points. And we're gonna wrap this up. But one other thing that's annoying is the dude that gets in there and he acts like a fucking jackhammer. Dude, you're fucking trash. If ain't nobody told you, Yummy's telling you today. That's trash, Playboy. Stop.
But what's the difference between, how does he know, what's the threshold between being a jackhammer and blowing out a back?
First off, there's a buildup.
True.
But don't just like walk in the door and
bang, 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 bang.
Right. Yeah, don't bang, bang, bang. Don't walk in, bang, bang, bang. There's got to be a buildup, a rhythm.
Agreed.
It's a process.
Agreed.
But don't, and again, that's some porno shit.
Yeah. Don't get your tips from the pornos, guys.
That's not blowing a back out. Jackhammering is not blowing a back out. And I want y'all to fucking stop.
Damn it. We're gonna start a petition.
I'm gonna sign that bitch. Yes.
Stop that shit.
Stop. Yeah, and that's the same as excessive thrusting. That's the same thing, right?
Excessive thrusting. It
Maybe a
depends.
little.
Yeah, it depends. That
Yeah.
might do a long way. Go a long way toward blowing out your back. So
Yeah. So let's table that one.
yeah.
But it also, if you don't last long enough, I don't want to be your friend either.
Oh,
Mm,
that. I
that
don't
might
know,
be number
guys.
one.
That might be up there with the hips. I'm just come on.
Succulent hips and not lasting long enough.
There
That's
was a song about that. What then they've had many. The what didn't Missy Elliott have a song?
about hips.
No, about a short lasting
Oh
person.
yes, don't be a
A,
short
a
minute
short
man.
minute, yeah, 2 minute man, one
Yeah,
minute.
she was preaching
That's
the
the truth.
gospel.
Now
The
that is the truth,
gospel.
lady. I mean, gentlemen, that is the truth.
That's the truth.
We don't want that. We don't
You
want
don't
that.
want that. And so if you gotta like be at home like masturbating and training like it's the Olympics, in terms of lasting, then
Yes.
please do it.
Yeah. Do us
Because
all a favor.
yeah,
Do yourself a favor.
don't be out there. And the other thing is do some manscaping.
Hell yeah. Smell good. Can you smell
Smell
good, please?
good.
Do a
Yeah.
little extra down there. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Right.
give it a little extra attention if you know you're gonna be, having a performance that
Yeah.
day.
Yeah.
Because the best stuff in the world is not gonna. I can't get to it if it's you haven't done the manscaping
Hello.
and the necessary
Come
things.
on.
We may not even get to the good part.
Come on.
I guess I could say that about ladies too, but
You preaching. You preaching.
but I would say to my final point on this is just like EB said, it's really about the total experience. So
Yeah.
if you find yourself short or, too long, too short, too skinny, too fat, whatever, um, in your eyes, there are things that can make the whole experience very enjoyable. I don't think women care as much about the visual as they do about the emotional.
Yeah. Yeah. The connection. The
Yeah, so
connection. And it starts all day long.
all it starts way before the bedroom.
Way before the bedroom. So if you're just like being an asshole all day and you think, oh, it's nighttime, what's up? Well, you already lost.
Yeah,
Because
unless that GOP is
unless you're a
what that mouth
GOP.
do? What that mouth do? What that mouth do? I'm just saying.
Right. Let's go park on your face. Other than that, I don't know. Unless you're a GOP. But
And let me say, can I just add this in for like as a bonus tip? Like the breasts are, be gentle. Don't be biting and shit. Like that's like, do
right.
not like be gentle. It's like licking an ice cream cone. Okay,
Very
so if you do that, and you can mess everything up. Like you can mess everything up if you don't do that right.
like putting a bucket of ice water over
Yes,
perfectly baked cake.
it's part of that experience, guys. You
Okay.
don't have good dick. You do not have. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say you don't have good dick if you cannot, you know, take care of the whole
Right.
situation.
Right.
You don't.
Don't bite.
Don't bite. Fucking don't.
How about that?
So that goes up there with the ramming and the
And the excess,
jackhammering.
the jackhammering and the porno sex. And this is my last one. And I have personally experienced this and it was horrific. Talk
What?
too dirty.
Talk too dirty?
Yes.
Oh,
Talk
wait a minute now.
talking too dirty, like trashy like porno talk.
Well, don't call me a bitch, but
My ex boyfriend.
I mean,
All right, I'm gonna have to take that out because he'll hear this. But it's atrocious.
I don't mind dirty talk.
I don't mind dirty talk, but there's like another level of it.
If you saying hoe and bitch, then yeah. But
But you
the regular stuff,
but you can be corny. But what if you corny though?
Like you don't know what to say. You just coming off the top.
Right, like what? Like you done took my head out of this situation.
Like that don't make no sense.
Like,
what you just said.
Right? Like what? Like that don't even work.
Like, oh. Now we gotta start all over. Shit.
Like, you ain't a real GOPer saying corny shit like that.
So is there such thing as too dirty, huh? Okay.
Yes, there is. And maybe it's too corny. Maybe corny is the
corn on the cob would definitely
corny.
Like you can't be saying shit like, what's an example? Let me think.
You want this?
Am I your czar? Am I your king?
Am I your czar? Am I your czar? Am I your czar? I'm gonna use that. Am I your king? That would definitely be it. That would make me completely out of the moment. Like, the fuck?
What?
Huh?
No, what? You don't even have a crown. Get the fuck out of here. That shit.
We're not in Russia. What are you talking about? Huh? There's democracy here.
We don't even have kings here. What the fuck are you talking about?
God, you suck.
I gotta start over. Shit.
Right back. All right, now I'm back right in your face again. Here we go. So, and then that one. Then okay, so this is really my last one. I promise. I really can't follow up. Am I your czar? But forcing a girl's head into your crotch.
Oh, boo.
Motherfucker.
Wah. Nope.
Tacky.
You blew it, man. If you did that shit, you blew it. We can't even.
Completely.
I'm never saying you have good D. Never saying it because we ain't doing it. Fuck that. No.
Find out. I'm not gonna find out what
Don't you do that.
Yeah.
Unless I invite you to. No.
Yeah, but
if I put your hand on the back of my head, then that's an invitation. Okay.
But otherwise.
But if you don't get that.
But don't you
take the liberty. That has to be an invitation. That's not.
Don't send my head south on your own.
No.
Don't do it.
Especially if you haven't done your GOP work. I mean, I'm just saying. You do your GOP work first, and then you may be surprised.
Prove to me you're a GOPer.
You might be my czar. Shit.
Right. Who knows? Who knows? So thank you for listening. If you like what you heard, review, subscribe, and share. It helps other listeners find us. And don't forget to follow us at Yummy Fearless on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and even Pinterest, where you'll find additional content from today's show and also our highly curated He Can Get It list. As always, you can listen to the Yummy and Fearless podcast with the SideChicks on Apple iTunes, YouTube, Stitcher, and Spotify. And if no one else has told you today, we love you and thank you so much for listening.
You've been listening to a podcast of the Podfix Network. Discover more audible gems like this at podfixnetwork.com. Make sure to catch up-to-the-minute network shenanigans by following @Podfix on Twitter, official_Podfix on Instagram, @Podfix Network on Facebook. And make sure to subscribe to Podfix Presents wherever you choose to find podcasts. The Podfix Network, artist owned and loved.